Hey everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going on to XRP. Once again, thank you for your support. Okay, big of the CoinsKid crew. So on August the 2nd, I was looking at a setup with yourselves in relation to the liquidity dance indicator that I created for yourselves. Okay, so this is an exclusive indicator that I created for the CoinsKid crew. You can get it on TradingView and equally on the website on CoinsKid.com. So basically, it's really simple. On August the 2nd, this had spiked. So the blue line is your liquidity dance, basically liquidity flowing in and out of the market. It's a real-time leading indicator. It's not a lagging indicator. It actually forecasts dumps and pumps, and I've gone through this with you. So this is why I made the tweet, and like I said to you, I think Ethereum is going to do better than XRP from this point, okay, in April, basically, from our buy zone. So you can clearly see this huge spike up. We've got this pull back on Ethereum, and as this was trending down, we've got Ethereum trending up like this. So I made the tweet on roughly August the 2nd, and what happened here, we got this huge spike up and we got the drawdown on Ethereum. Then this liquidity started to return to the market, look at that, and trending down, but Ethereum was still crabbing and going sideways whilst liquidity was coming back in. So this is why I did forecast a big pump, and this is what we're seeing right now across the board, a massive pump of liquidity returning back to the market. So basically, liquidity dance is a really simple indicator to use as an inverse correlation. When it goes down, obviously crypto goes up, and when it spikes up, crypto comes down. So you can clearly see the big spike up. We've got the drawdown right now. You look at this little drawdown there, there's a big spike up, there's a little spike up just there, and you get any drawdown as well. So at the moment, I'm looking for the liquidity dance to spike back up to entertain a short with yourselves. Okay, so I'll keep you updated as best I can, but right now I think Ethereum's doing incredibly well. I've posted some resistance zones for Ethereum on Twitter, so head over to Twitter and obviously the Discord as well for that particular information. But right now, let's take a look at the XRP chart, because I do think it is mirroring what it's done before, and I think the next leg we could begin to see a significant drawdown because of a bearish divergence that we're beginning to see on the weekly time frame. Let's dive into the charts, okay? So quickly before I do dive into the XRP chart with yourselves, I've built a number of tools and indicators to help you and guide you in your trading, and yesterday I did show you there are some coins that are lagging and about to play catch up to Ethereum's pump, and basically I was telling you to look at the neutral blocks on CoinsKid.com. You can clearly see we're beginning to see a lot of optimism blocks right now. Now I am looking for a short on Ethereum and many other coins in time, but not yet. But what I'm looking for is an extreme greed block. Basically, when we start to see all of this flash red, for me, I think we've got an increased probability of a short playing out. I'll keep you updated as best I can on that particular scenario, but right now I'm looking for longs, and yesterday, like I said to you, I'm looking at the neutral blocks for longs, and so far so good. We're beginning to see a lot of these blocks play catch up. There's only a few left. We've got the likes of XLM, SUI, we've got HBAR just there, and many others. So come to CoinsKid.com, futures blocks, to find your longs to play catch up to Ethereum, and then in time we're going to look for the extreme greed fear, the extreme greed block that is going to produce a short opportunity with very minimal risk right there. So let's dive into the XRP chart, see what we can see, okay? So looking at XRP on a weekly time frame, way back when we did see a bearish divergence just there, okay? And this is something I relayed to you, between these two pivot points here, we got a bearish divergence way back when, the start of the year. I think it was around about January, wasn't it? And we got the high and the lower high. We got the high and the higher high in the index. And I said to you, this is a free wave move up. It's not impulsive. This is a bearish divergence, and I expect us to come back in to the mid zone in the RSI and then come out again. And this is exactly what we're doing. So with XRP, the reason I think it's lagging right now is because, we've got this significant move here and people are not respecting that. Last year it was trading around about 0.388 cents, which was a beautiful buy zone, and it's bolted, and other coins have not done that. And this is one of the reasons why I said to you, I actually think XRP is front running this market, and we've done really well on that particular trade. For anyone paying attention, it's been an amazing trade. So as this has gone sideways, I've been looking at other opportunities with you, and we've been trading beautiful opportunities. One of those opportunities was Ethereum, because Ethereum was in the floor, XRP is in the sky. Do you understand? It's really simple. So structurally at the moment, I think XRP is at a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, final fifth wave coming up. Now, one of the concerning things here, obviously, is the liquidity dance within itself. Since this top here, it's beginning to sort of slow down, isn't it? You're getting your big drop in liquidity, because what we need to see in the blue line, which is your liquidity dance, is a continual downtrend where liquidity is flushing into the market. Okay, and one of the things, obviously, to get incredibly bearish on XRP in the future is the fact that the blue line is trending up. So at the moment, what we've got is an inverse correlation playing out. Okay, we've got basically the blue line is in a downtrend, XRP is an uptrend, really simple. But at some point, the blue line will enter a uptrend again, and at that point, XRP will enter its downtrend. So it's not quite there yet, but in time it will happen. So this is one of the key things at this particular time frame. I expected us to crab sideways into our buy zone $1.64, which was met like an absolute boss, and this, basically this to crab sideways and then continue to the downside. If we get a sharp drop to the downside in liquidity dance, it means that XRP will break out to the upside. But at that point, I think we're beginning to see some kind of exhaustion here for XRP, and the reason is because of a building bearish divergence on the weekly. So we've got this pivot point here, which is here. You've got your pivot point there, which is there. So you've got a bearish divergence. So at the moment, if we do start to see another leg here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for XRP, and this breaks to the upside like this, then I think we're creating a whopping bearish divergence. Now, the last time we saw that was just here on these pivot points. Okay, look at that. Bearish divergence led to that pullback, led to the breakout in liquidity dance. So again, I'm just relaying data to you that I expect on this next leg, possibly in September, some kind of drawdown. How big the drawdown will be, I don't know. We need to keep an eye on liquidity dance, because if it starts to break to the upside like this, then XRP could be in a world of trouble, and we could be looking at deeper buybacks and actually anticipate at the time. Okay, so I'll keep you updated as best I can, but going forward, I think there's another little pop to the upside here for XRP. Then we've got some kind of correction that comes into the charts. But in the meantime, you can find your micro trades, using the crypto blocks, the futures blocks, and obviously liquidity dance to give you a guide and a clue, because it was only recently that I did relay to the CoinsKid crew way back when, if you look at the liquidity dance, every time we see a spike up, you see a dump for XRP. It's only a buying opportunity. Look, spike up in liquidity dance, buying opportunity for XRP. Spike up in liquidity dance, buying opportunity for XRP. Recently, we saw that big spike up again, buying opportunity for XRP. So keep an eye on liquidity dance, because if you start to see another spike up, you've got another buying opportunity for XRP. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. If you are looking to get this indicator into your charts, go to CoinsKid.com and follow the process. At the minute, I remain bullish on XRP because of the setup that I see the liquidity dance still in a downtrend. I see the M2 global money supply, the crystal ball still trending up, and I think we've got another little leg here for XRP. But at that point, we are printing a bearish divergence. What does the liquidity dance do? Does it break to the upside like that? Pretty much like it did there. Time will tell. I'll keep you updated as best I can. Okay, stay up, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Back to an update on XRP. Bye bye.